Morning guys, it's Wednesday and we're already, what's the time now, 8:30. We're on site, pretty much set up, mutes in position. Probably see Bandit's just backing in. We're going to try and get the Bandit as close as possible, and I'll flip you around. We've got this stand of sycamores to remove, so there's a whole group, but we're just removing the sycamores closest to the property for subsidence. So this ash will stay, this ash that goes out the back will stay, and yeah, we will just get these sycamores down. Going to be a good couple of loads in here, I think. So yeah, got a pretty busy day. Try and get a bit of footage as we're working, but yeah, it's going to be pretty busy, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. Yeah mate, keep it coming. So progress update, we've been cutting for exactly 38 minutes and yeah, we've got one tree out, one 3/4 stripped off, and the canter not far off full. We'll get a bit more on there in the other corner. Yeah, it's going to be running backwards and forwards off this one, I think.
Very good, very nice.
Out for a site visit, checking the harvesting team. We've got some rain. It is quite nice to be fair after yesterday. That was a hot, sticky, sweaty day. A bit of rain overnight, sun this morning. We're currently in a fairly flat block, so we haven't put the chains back on the harvester yet. We'll just see how we get on. There's a bit of brush cover on the floor, so hopefully that can keep pushing through. I'm just walking up the track now to see my cow's been pulling all this timber out of, because I think we're probably nearly ready for another couple of stack measures, and then we're going to change stacking location. It's quite nice, this job. The spec is just to pull it all ride side. The estate will then pull it out from there, so we've only got short little haulage runs, which is good. So we're just going to find the next stacking location with cow and push on from there. I'll spin you around in a sec, show you them working. Tractors in the woods with the timber trailer on. Yeah, the harvester's just a little bit further down, and then I will be heading down to Nath and check on the Vosh, see how he's cracking on. Yeah, cow's working away there, stacking that timber on the little timber trailer, just pootling around. It's really low impact, that. that setup. It's quite nice, doesn't really leave much of a mark compared to the big forwarder. But as you can see, we've been clearing the ash, but anything that's still looking alright, this canopy looks alright. A little bit of dead in it, but still got fairly good leaf. So that is being left just to see how we get on with it. Got a stack of firewood in here. Starting to double stack that, which is nice. Lovely bit. Oh, dog's having a turn out. Lovely. So yeah, it's going well. All the stuff the boys are doing has been pretty low impact. Open up a nice area around there through that bomb hole, which is giving some beeches a bit of space that will hopefully push on. Working along the keyhole, which you probably would have seen from last winter, we trim this annually. That'll be done in about October, so yeah, keep an eye on the channel and you'll see how we do this. It is a bit of an event, that's for sure. Up through there as well. And Cal's just making his way out now with a load, so we'll get him coming past. Morning, new site. We've got 2 oak trees and an ash tree to remove. Got UKPN on site. That ABC cable has been shut down. That's dead. We've got 2 days to rattle these down and get chipped. It's got the Mog in the bin, the Bandit parked right underneath. I think that's just going to be on all day. Keep the stuff rattling through that, and then tomorrow we'll bring the Bobcat down for the timber. Yeah, it's going to be a big couple of days in the heat, but we will get it done. Still got the chip box on. That made it a bit tricky this morning to change the bins over, but we got it done. We'll try and lift that off tomorrow morning because I don't think we're going to need it again. Yeah, Morgan bin set up down here. Boys are making good progress. Progress being made. That is 1 oak down. Pretty much the other one done. It's a little bit left over the field side. We're going to get the tops out of this ash, get all the chipping done this side, and then see what time we've got left before the power's back on at 3. And if not, we'll be back tomorrow for a chop down, tidy up with the digger. Good morning, and it's a rainy Monday. We've had about 30 mil of rain over the weekend, so it is absolutely hammered down, and we're back on a site that every time we seem to book it, it does rain. So it's true, it is bad luck, but we're up here. We're not going to bring any tracked kit up today just because we don't want to ruin the grass. It's quite a nice and well kept garden. The boys have got some connies to get down, so they're just going to cut and stack today, and then hopefully tomorrow run the digger up, run the Bandit up, and get it all cleared up. So yeah, another week, Aztech, let's go. This is the boys' job. This line of connies coming out, a couple of hollies, and I think there's a sycamore around the corner. So all out to ground level and stump grind. So that'll be that.
Lunchtime update. Nathan and Gabe have stripped those 2 out, bar the tops. That one's stripped all the way out, ready to knock over. Felled one there, felled one there. So we'll fell that one out, and they're going to go back up and finish stripping those out, ready to fell. and done a bit of the stuff around the corner as well.
Everyone's in, we are just getting set up. Chipper's been backed in, Bert's just about to drop the bin off. Get that done and we can start clearing up the brush from yesterday. something slightly different for a Monday. This is more just a favour to a land agent. Someone cut this fence a while ago and they're accessing across the field, so they've just asked us to try and block the gap up and put the fence back up. So we're just going to pull the weeds out of the way, try and find the net, stitch it back together, stick some gripples on it, and hopefully that will be job done. Yeah, bit of a random one, but we get this cracked out. And just like that, we are done. Patched up, hole filled up with some brush that we found on the trailer and we're off. Tuesday lunchtime, and I've just come down to see Nath. I've got some diesel with me, just going out to find him. I presume he is possibly having his lunch, or he's got his feet up, or he's gone down the calf. Oh no, he hasn't gone down the calf because his truck's here. I can hear him. Little river crossing being made here to get them over. I have a feeling it's got a bit slippy down here after the rain we've had. And had another load last night. I think we've had about 40 mil in the last kind of 48 hours. So everything's a little bit tacky underfoot. But as it's only the digger in there, it's not too bad. Making good progress, he's clearing through here. There's not too much ash in this section. Yeah, let's go see where he's at. Here he is, hiding up the end. Processing some trees up. I guess we're gonna have to track the digger back out to the truck. So I'm not getting that raptor through here. Going good. Good progress. This real old gnarly thing, pretty much stone dead. Small little bit of life in it. You see up in there, it's just got a few shoots left, but the rest of it is absolutely knackered. Quick diesel stop in the woods. Battery on. Back her up, fill her up.
Typically, my concern was
I am, yes. So it's 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. I am just out having a quick site walk. This is our next brash extraction site, but it does sit wet. So I'm just coming up, having a quick walk with a client, talking about the next phases, Just seeing how wet it is. We've got little puddles like that, but it's mainly dry underfoot. How Ford are parked up, I'll go once a bath. Hopefully we'll get cracking on with this kind of tomorrow, Thursday. And we've got to see how much we can get in this landing site, which is going to be interesting. Yeah, so we're just going to try and ram this full. Should be good. All timber gone. A little bit of chip there. We'll just see how much brash we can get in here.
So back on my site, and basically we've got some hefty ash trees. One's hooked up into another. We've got an ABC line underneath it. We've got a road quite close to it. So now we're just going to work out
what we've got to do to try and get them down safely. Got the tractor winch. And also we've got the boss man, who's going to do all our cutting today and direct us of how he wants to do the job. Dirty. So we'll see what he says.
Winch down, baby! I'm gonna knock that little one out.
Yeah.
And then we'll throw line through that top union.
Okay.
And see if she stands up.
Right, okay.
Right, here's going to be a bit of sport. When was the last time you threw one of these, Nath? So he's going to try and get that union up there. How many attempts are we going to have? Oh, he's knotted already.
Oh mate, that's not going through there.
Right. Good. Alright, Nath, who just got this one? Who got that? 3 tries, baby. 3 tries. Just a bit of banter. Last sketchy run roadside, base tie. We throw lined up into the canopy. Cow's going to bring the tractor through. I'm going to straight pull through there. It's going to be a bit of fun. And then that is kind of this side, all ash free. We're just out looking at the field side of where we've just been. We've still got some in here. Luckily this field is owned by another client of ours, so they've said we can come in, but we're just figuring out if we're going to take the fence out. There's a fence that literally runs through the bottom of that hazel, or whether we could sit in here and push all of them back into where we're working. So yeah, we'll figure that one out and then hopefully get that cracked out next week. And that's how you get an extra log on. Old Bert doesn't do any half loads. Not sure what the grab is rated for, or the grab holder, but yeah, he's doing a job. So I have just popped in to see Paul. He's cracking on well on the estate. He's just battling his way through an epic lump of laurel to get to a big block of ash behind. It's all around the back of a property, so he'll spend the rest of his day poking into there, getting ready to fell all that. And I've just popped down to come and find Nath and Christian, who's out moving timber, as you saw there. Nice to be getting some out of here. Good stack already. That's just a day's moving, so yeah, Bert's done really well on that, and I am Just walking through now to go and find Nath, who is cracking on and carrying on clearing. But there's a hell of a lot of material on the floor here, that is for sure. Lot of gear. Yeah, no, going nicely. What we like to see. Here he is. Monster ash tree in his grab. Getting on real good. Real nice. Try and squeeze that through it. Not quite as quick as a harvester, but it's certainly steady. Can rattle through some trees a day, this. Saws round, cleans up the unions, make sure we're presenting the timber well. Keep the Firewood boys happy. Nice. Nice straight bit of timber. That is good. Nath is happy, he's cracking on. We've got power lines on this site, so we're having to work to our safe parameters and making sure we stay outside the zones. So we're just making a plan for that. We're going to work with UKPN on this and hopefully get shut down and just finish the last ones off, because there's some really big crispy things overhanging the line. Yeah, that is that. Spin you around in a sec. Bert's loading up, then I am going to shoot off. Another day done. So guys, that is all we've got for this week, episode 62. Hope you enjoyed it. It was good to be back out of the Forestry boys, I'm sure. We are wrapping up now, Friday afternoon, and that is it. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on those notifications, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys.